Have you ever felt like no matter how kind, how available, or how generous you are, she just doesn't care? You show up, you text first, you plan the date, you even hold the door open and listen when she vents. And in return, silence, disinterest, or worse, she chooses a guy who barely even looks at her. Meanwhile, some men who don't chase, who don't explain, who don't try, are the very ones women obsess over. They're not taller, not richer, not better looking. But they know something you don't. You think that's luck? No. This is science. This is psychology. Dark psychology. And today I'm going to show you the real reason why certain men effortlessly attract women. Not by pretending, not by playing fake games, but by understanding how attraction really works, deep inside the female mind. This is not about manipulation. It's about truth, and how to finally stop losing in silence. So welcome to Stoic Spirit, the channel that combines ancient wisdom with modern reality to help you become truly untouchable. If you're tired of being overlooked, if you're ready to command respect and attraction, subscribe now and make sure you watch this video until the very end, because the final message will be the most important thing you've ever heard about love and power. Let's begin. Rule number 1, attention is her drug, so starve her. Women today are not just fond of attention, they're hooked on it. It's a chemical dependency, no different from sugar or nicotine. Every like, every message, every flame emoji releases a hit of dopamine in her brain. And just like any addict, she keeps coming back for more. The moment she wakes up, her phone's already buzzing. Messages from men she doesn't even remember. Comments from guys she'll never meet. All of them offering free validation like desperate beggars tossing coins at a goddess. And most men? They line up to do the same, hoping that one more compliment, one more good morning text, one more emoji will finally earn her attention. But you're not most men. You're not here to beg. You're here to be remembered. The high-value man understands a truth most will never accept. What is common becomes invisible. What is rare becomes powerful. So instead of throwing yourself at her like everyone else, you do something that shocks her system. You pull away. Give her just enough of your presence to spark curiosity. Then vanish. Let her feel your absence like a void. Let her sit with the question, why isn't he chasing me? You see, a woman who gets attention from everyone is never impressed by the ones who give it freely. But the man who withholds it, the one who seems completely unaffected by her beauty, he becomes an obsession. This is how you flip the script. No begging, no convincing, no effort, just presence followed by absence. Because in a world where everyone is loud and needy, silence is seductive. Rule number 2, stop rewarding bad behavior. Ever. She flakes on you at the last second. She leaves your messages on read for 2 days straight. She posts half-naked photos seeking attention from every man but you, and then acts like you're the one who should be lucky to have her. And yet, most guys still chase, still double text, still ask, did I do something wrong? Stop. Right now. Every time you respond to disrespect with kindness, you lower your value. You teach her that she can treat you however she wants and still keep you in her orbit. But a high-value man? He lives by a different law. We don't teach with words, we teach with consequences. The Stoic doesn't argue. He doesn't lash out. He doesn't cry for closure. He simply withdraws. Not out of weakness, but from a place of calm strength. No reaction, no guilt, no explanations, just silence. Not as a tactic, but as a standard. Because if she can insult your time, your presence, or your dignity without consequence, she will never respect you. Understand this. Women don't test you to break you. They test to see if you believe in your worth. If you cave, if you justify, if you try to fix the dynamic, she loses respect, even if she doesn't say it out loud. So next time she plays games, you don't respond emotionally. You respond stoically. You remove yourself. You stop feeding her ego. You let her face the emptiness she created. And that silence? It teaches louder than any lecture. Because the man who won't reward bad behavior is the man she can't manipulate. And that makes you rare. If you found value in this video so far, if these truths are waking something up inside you, take a moment to support this channel by hitting the subscribe button. It helps us create even more powerful content to help you become untouchable in life, love, and mindset. Your support means the world. Thank you. Rule number 3. Emotional control is the ultimate attraction. When she tests you, ignore it. When she disappears to see how you'll react, don't flinch. When she pushes your buttons just to watch you squirm, you stay calm, grounded, and unshaken. Because the moment you react emotionally, you give her all the power, and she knows it. Most men, when triggered, explode. They over-explain, overthink, over-text, but not you. Not anymore. The Stoics taught this thousands of years ago. Epictetus said, "If someone does you wrong, it is your judgment of the event that disturbs you, not the event itself." Translation: your emotions aren't controlled by others. They're controlled by your own lack of discipline. So when she plays games, don't give her the performance. Let her wonder why she can't shake you, why her silence doesn't make you panic, why her passive aggression doesn't even register on your radar. Because your calmness becomes her confusion. Your indifference becomes her obsession. In a world where most men are emotionally fragile, the man who doesn't react becomes a mystery, a challenge, a force. That's not just attractive, that's irresistible. You don't win by out-texting, out-arguing, or out-playing her. You win by not playing at all. And here's the twist: she may not even like being ignored, but she will respect it. And eventually, she'll chase it. Emotional control isn't just a skill, it's a weapon. And when used correctly, it makes you unforgettable. Rule number 4, purpose over pussy. Let's not sugarcoat this. A man without purpose becomes a toy for women to play with, picked up when bored, tossed aside when convenient. That's not who you are, and that's not who you're going to be. A man of purpose wakes up with something bigger than himself to serve, his mission. Whether it's building his business, sculpting his body, or mastering a craft, he's focused, determined, unavailable. Not because he's playing games, but because he's playing to win in life. You should be so locked in on building your empire that you forget to reply to her. Not out of spite, but because your mind is on legacy, not lust. Marcus Aurelius led the Roman Empire while battling wars, disease, betrayal. And yet in his journal he wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be one." That's your blueprint. Your job, your health, your evolution. These are the pillars of true masculinity. You don't chase women, you chase greatness. And women chase you as a result, because when she sees that she's not the center of your world, that you won't drop your goals for her attention, that your ambition is non-negotiable, she'll want you even more. Purpose isn't just attractive, it's magnetic, it's sacred, it's untouchable. Remember this: you don't become high value by reading quotes. You become high value by building something that no one can take from you, not even her. Rule number 5, make her earn your time. Most men give away their time like it's nothing. They're always available, always texting back in seconds, always clearing their schedule to fit hers. That's not generosity, that's desperation, and women can smell it a mile away. But a high-value man? He doesn't operate on her time. He doesn't adjust his calendar just because she finally replied. He doesn't pause his workout, his business, or his focus just to have a meaningless chat. Because his time is earned, not given. He doesn't say, "I'm free whenever." He says, "My week's packed, but I might carve out some time." That one sentence flips the dynamic. It signals that you're a man in demand, with a life, with direction, and she's not at the top of your priorities. And that makes her want your time even more. Here's what most guys don't realize. Time is the most valuable currency you have. Every minute you give her without requiring effort in return is like giving away gold for free. And what's free? It's taken for granted. But when your time is rare, when it's protected, when it's only shared with those who truly deserve it, it becomes irresistible. She starts to wonder, why is he so focused? Why isn't he blowing up my phone like the others? What do I need to do to be part of his life? This is the reversal. Instead of you trying to earn her attention, she's now trying to earn your presence. And that shift, from giver to chooser, is what separates the average man from the elite. Never forget, your time is a reflection of your self-worth. If you give it away easily, you're telling the world you don't value yourself. But when you guard it with intention, people, including her, will start valuing it too. So from this moment forward, Stop being the man who's always there. Be the man who's busy building, busy growing, busy living, and if she wants in, she better earn it. Psychology trigger number 1, the power of scarcity. Here's a secret that 99% of men will never grasp. Attention loses all its power the moment it becomes predictable. When it's always there, always available, it's no longer exciting. It's background noise. But when you become rare, when you're no longer a guaranteed presence, you trigger something primal in her brain: scarcity. And in psychology, scarcity creates value. It creates urgency. It creates obsession. Think about it. The reason luxury brands don't mass-produce their best products isn't because they can't. It's because limitation makes people chase. The fewer people who can have it, the more desirable it becomes. You, my friend, must become that luxury. That rare energy she can't find anywhere else. So how do you do it? You don't text her every time she breathes. You don't respond immediately. You give her a taste of your attention, just enough to pique curiosity. And then you disappear into your purpose. You vanish at the peak of her interest, not out of manipulation, but because you have things to build, places to go, and a life to lead. She'll notice, and she'll wonder, why did he pull away? What is he doing that's more important than me? Why can't I stop thinking about him? That's the power of controlled scarcity. And here's the twist. The moment she realizes that your attention is rare, she'll begin to value every word, every message, every glance from you like it's gold. That's when she starts to chase. Scarcity is your weapon, but like any weapon, it must be wielded with discipline. Don't starve her completely. Don't be cold for the sake of it. Be intentional, be focused, be selective, and let your absence speak louder than your presence ever could. Psychology trigger number 2, the reverse validation effect. Here's a psychological twist that most men never see coming. Most women don't sleep with a man because they genuinely like him. They do it because being with him makes them feel more valuable. It validates them. It makes them feel chosen, elevated, like they've won something others couldn't. That's right. For many women, intimacy is not just emotional, it's transactional status. If being with you makes her feel like she's leveled up, like she has access to something rare, respected, or desired, she'll chase it. She'll invest in it. She'll protect it. But the moment she senses that you're just another thirsty guy, hoping for sex, putting her on a pedestal, it's over. She doesn't feel validated. She feels bored. Worse, she feels like she holds the power, and that kills attraction instantly. So what do? Flip the script. Make her feel like she needs to impress you. Make your time, your energy, your intimacy feel like a prize, not a given. Don't try to qualify yourself to her. Let her qualify herself to you. When she asks, "What are you looking for in a woman?" don't say, "Whatever you like." Say, "I only invest in women who bring peace and purpose to my life." That one line shifts everything. Because now she's thinking, am I enough for him? What does he see in me? What can I do to earn his attention? And the moment she's asking those questions, you've already won. This is the reverse validation effect. When she realizes that your approval is not easily given but must be earned, she values it, she respects it, and she starts to crave it. Don't be the man chasing validation. Be the man who gives it sparingly, and watch how her desires shift. Psychology trigger 3, competition anxiety. If there's one thing that activates a woman's primal instincts faster than anything else, it's the fear of losing you to someone else. This isn't just insecurity. It's rooted in evolutionary psychology. From a biological perspective, women are wired to secure the best mate they can, the one with the highest value, the best protection, the strongest presence. And if another woman wants you, suddenly, so does she. Here's the secret. You don't even need to say you have options. You don't need to flirt around or play childish jealousy games. All you need is presence. That quiet, unbothered confidence that says, "I'm not waiting on you." It's in the way you speak, the way you move, the way you don't chase. It's in the fact that you go to the gym, work on your business, and talk to people with ease, without needing her to notice. She'll pick up on it. She'll feel the shift. She'll sense that you are not hers, and you never were. And that's when it hits her. What if another woman takes him? What if I lose him before I even get a chance? Why am I not the one he's focused on? Now, she's no longer sitting back in control. She's in pursuit mode. This is competition anxiety, and it's one of the most powerful drivers of attraction. It makes her imagine you with someone else, and she hates it. She obsesses over it. And she'll do almost anything to keep you from slipping away. But remember, this only works if you truly have a life that speaks for itself. If you're genuinely building, leveling up, and surrounded by people who respect you, her instincts will fire automatically. Don't fake it, live it. Because the moment she sees you as the prize and realizes you can be claimed by someone else, she'll fight harder to claim you herself. Psychology trigger number 4, the walkaway mindset. Let's get one thing straight. The most powerful man in the room is never the loudest, the richest, or even the best looking. It's the man who can walk away, calmly, silently, with no need to explain, and never look back. That mindset? It's terrifying to a woman who's used to having men beg, apologize, chase, and plead. And when she finally meets the one who doesn't flinch, doesn't argue, doesn't need her, it drives her insane. Because suddenly, the power shifts. You're no longer reacting to her moods, her withdrawals, or her mind games. You're operating from sovereignty, from self-respect, from a place she can't reach unless you allow it. The walkaway mindset is the Stoic man's secret weapon. It says, if your energy disrespects my peace, I'm gone. No drama, no revenge, no second chances. And the power in that is unmatched. Most men stay too long. They beg when they should walk. They cling when they should detach. And in doing so, they lose every ounce of respect they had. But the man who walks away without a sound, he becomes unforgettable. She'll replay the moment in her mind, wonder what she did wrong, obsess over how you didn't react, and most importantly, she'll remember that she couldn't control you. That, my friend, is the rarest energy a man can have. And in a world full of needy, validation-hungry boys, the man who walks away like a king becomes legendary. So remember this line, tattoo it into your mind. He who walks away calmly walks with power. Because when you no longer fear losing her, that's when she fears losing you. Final lesson, let her chase the mystery. Here's the truth nobody wants to hear. The less you reveal, the more powerful you become. Don't overshare. Don't explain your every move. Let her wonder. You don't need to post every detail of your day, tell her every emotion you feel, or constantly update her on where things stand. That doesn't create connection, it creates predictability. And predictability kills attraction. A high-value man knows how to hold back. He knows how to say less and observe more. He is kind, but emotionally distant. He is warm, but untouchable. He doesn't need to announce his feelings or justify his silence. His mystery speaks louder than any explanation ever could. And when she sits alone, replaying your last interaction, asking herself, why isn't he reacting? What is he thinking? Why do I feel like I need him to notice me? That's when the game has already shifted. That's when you've already won. Because in her mind, you are not like the others. You're not predictable. You're not needy. You're not easy to understand. And that makes you irresistible. Attraction isn't about giving more. It's about revealing less. Let her chase the mystery. Let her earn the revelation. Most men believe they need more muscles, more money, more clever lines, more effort, just to get noticed. But what they really need is less. Less chasing, less explaining, less emotional chaos, and more discipline, stillness, self-respect. Because the truth is, you don't need to impress her. You need to master yourself. When you do that, when you become the man who walks with quiet strength, who speaks with purpose, who moves through life with unwavering direction, she won't just notice you, she'll remember you. These principles are not tactics, they're a lifestyle, a mindset, a code of honor. Apply them not just to attract women, but to become a man of depth, clarity, and power. A man that others admire and she never forgets. So if you're ready to go deeper, to walk the Stoic path, to understand the real power behind presence, purpose, and masculine energy, then welcome to the Brotherhood. Thank you for watching Stoic Spirit. If this message spoke to you, if you feel it's time to become something greater, then hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, and turn on notifications so you never miss another lesson. This is just the beginning, and you are just getting started.